So Witchers are trained from birth to find and kill monsters for reward. Here we're about 10 hours into the game on a griffin hunt. The griffin is nearby, so we prep for a possible encounter.
Here, probably to adjust its grip on its prey.
Equipping items needed for combat in this instance, a set of buffing potions, and a small crossbow. As mutants, Witchers possess heightened senses that can be used on command to, among other things, track prey. We can better perceive visual and sound clues in this state.
Hasn't caught my scent yet. It's a sitting duck.
So the bolts we fired will leave a trail of blood behind to help us track it. This sequence is set in a vast wilderness area known as No Man's Land. We can traverse any viewable location in the world, all the way to the mountain peaks in the distance and beyond. So we're losing him now, so we need to pick up his tracks again.
You can come out.
Damn it. He only came for a brew to break a fever. What are you doing here?
Tracking a griffin. Trail took me through here.
Seems I had a stroke of luck then. Thank you.
Look like deserters. Could be more bands in the area. I'll come back once I'm done with the griffin, just in case.
Fine. Happy hunting.
Monster hunting quests can often intersect in the open world with points of interest. So by dispatching those bandits, we can now return to the herbalists later in the game. But for now, we'll continue on the hunt. Just a
We are joining the adventure. Many of you might already be familiar with him. This is Geralt of Rivia, our main protagonist. He's a witcher, one of a dying caste. He's a trained monster slayer. As John mentioned before, he's back from a hunt. He's carrying a mighty trophy on the left of the saddle.
So we saw that from the trailer yesterday, or from the demo.
Exactly. So we are taking that to Novigrad. At this point, players are several hours into the game, so they'll be mostly familiar with how the game handles. And again, as we mentioned, we're closing in on the city of Novigrad, the biggest city in the world of The Witcher 3. We're going to meet a man called Dijkstra. He used to be the head of Redanian intelligence. Now he's a spy and a very powerful monster. We got a bunch of things to talk about here. Like, if we get close, there's several thousand inhabitants in the city. Buildings made of bricks, paved city streets, warehouses, all desirable guilds and artisans, banks, the breathtaking Temple Isle, inns, brothels, and the largest seaport in the north. This is Novigrad. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of the several thousand people living in its corners. Everyone in the city, thugs, beggars, lords, and loiters, and peasants have their day and time activities, and they make all 4 districts of the city a unique and characteristic place, worlds within a world to explore. And of course, this is a place which is ripe with quests. And you should be careful, of course, and pay attention to what you pick, because if you pick a quest, another might perish. Your actions and choices have a great effect on the course of the adventure you're taking. But if we were to talk about all the closing dagger gameplay the city has to offer, we would be sitting here like all day long. For example, if you look to the other side of the canal, there's that small fish market there, and of course, you can get fish there. But if you meet the right people and if you pay the right prices, you can get some real nice, juicy contraband armor, weapons, and secret ingredients that will aid you in your adventure. So we're going to continue now. Try not to hit the passers-by on the street.
I love the way his hair bounces. That's a really nice detail.
Really nice. We pay a lot of attention to all the composition. Our team is like a constant lookout for where to place things, big trees, buildings, and whatever, so there's never a point in the game with a bad point of view. Alright, so we're getting close to the spot where we are supposed to talk to Dijkstra, like he was the one who ordered the griffin to be slain, and we have obviously delivered our part of the deal. Now it's his time to pay us with information. This is a brothel. Oh yeah. There are many more like it in the city. There's an entire district for them.
I'm worried that we left our griffin head back there. Is someone going to steal it?
No.
Okay.
We are formidable.
No one dare steal from Geralt.
I gotcha.
There's our guy. Cutscene.
Greetings, Dijkstra. How's your health? Late. Fulfilling my part. Brought you the head, just like you wanted. Let's hope for the same.
So you're on the main storyline here, and so the game's like 50 hours main storyline, 50 hours of open world, and so this is right on the main storyline path. We can't give away too much, but at least it's kind of like a preview of what you're gonna, the kind of like storytelling you're going to see on the main story path.
Don't lie to believe the witch's tale. This being looks a good child, listens to the burrow of the woods.
She's in heaven.
Geralt, is she or I think she is?
Thanks, Dijkstra. It's going well, Smith. Let's talk to you.
Alright, so we got a bit more information about the person Geralt is looking for. She's looking for a certain ashen-haired girl. This information alone is probably strong enough to get all fans like crazy about the new information we can get in the game. Alright, so since we have a limited time here at the IGN stage, we're very close to conclude our little demonstration here, and we're gonna say goodbye to the city with a nice view from that bridge over there. So again, the city is huge. We got 4 districts. With unique characteristics. The rich district, the poor district, the harbor district, of course, and the district that's going to be pretty popular, the brothel district. All right, so this is the outskirts. That's where the adventure begins to the south, and yeah, this is Novigrad.
And just a reminder, everything you see in this world, you can actually travel to. It's a big open world gaming experience. So it's
I'm the type of gamer that tries to do side quests before story missions, so I have a feeling I'm going to be very distracted constantly playing this
You
game.
will have plenty of opportunities in this region, and basically every region in the game to do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
It looks beautiful. Does that wrap up the demo part?
That's the demo part, so let's maybe shift
The
to
rest-
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest you will see in the full game.
Wow. It looks amazing. Out February 25th, 2015. Is that correct?
February 25th.
Sorry, 25th. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, menu screen. Ah, that's new.
All right, we're already there. So it's going to be a small snippet of the demo we are presenting over at the business booth. We're in no man's land. It's a huge region of our game, and we're right in the middle of the adventure. We got some information from a guy called Dijkstra that Geralt is looking for a certain person, an ashen-haired girl. I think it's pretty safe to talk about her. There's Ciri. And we're looking for a small childlike creature in the swamps, so we are going to use our Witcher senses to look for traces, possible traces of this small creature. Since Geralt is a Witcher, he has these enhanced senses that enhance both audible and visible clues, so we can look for all sorts of things leading to any prey Geralt might have. And here we have stumbled upon some smallish footprints, so we're going to follow them.
We're showing off our water physics a lot, and our sort of water particle
All right,
system.
in a while, yes.
And we're going to be showing off our combat a lot in this sequence.
Johnny? Don't be afraid. You're a Baka? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow? Can't understand you. Try to explain it somehow. Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
All right, so Johnny apparently wants us to help him regain his voice, and since it's information we're looking for, it makes a lot of sense to follow him. So let's follow wherever he's taking us through the swamps. It's a really nice place. All sorts of points of interest.
You also
All right.
mentioned we're on the main storyline here.
Exactly, all right. We seem to stumbled upon some wildlife.
Yep.
We're gonna use some signs to
You
find
recognize
them.
these guys?
These are drowners.
Yeah.
Whenever a nearby village or city guards want to get rid of bodies, they mostly dump them in the swamps. It's the easiest way to get rid of them. And some of these bodies come back as these vile creatures, again called drowners. They pester travelers and adventurers like us, but we came prepared, as you saw. All right, so let's follow Johnny a little bit further. We're going to see some really interesting things here.
I think you saw some cutting limbs there, so we implemented a new sort of full dismemberment system in the game, so you can cut everything up, basically.
People seem to like that
Yeah,
a
I
lot
noticed the
during
demo when you
presentations.
cleaved that man in two, yeah.
Guess I gotta make this climb.
All right, so I think we really don't want to spoil the whole story for your audience, because we still have an entire game to spare for you. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
is-
It's kind of new. What else have you added into combat?
there's we have refined combat a lot. It's very tactical now, while being very casual, of course. This is a very welcoming system, just like the story. We would like to focus on welcoming and inviting as many new players as possible. You don't have to play any of the prequels to get engaged in the story, and the combat is likewise very approachable. So it's easy to learn, hard to master. There's a lot of depth to it. There's a bunch of combat animation that makes it really, really fluid. It's really enjoyable. There's a lot to do here.
So is it similar to the combat in Witcher 2, or have you just tweaked it slightly? Or I mean, how similar are they?
But it's been refined a lot.
Okay. But is there still that emphasis on countering and dodging around? Because I remember, for me, that's certainly only the best way I found a victory in many battles was to make sure I countered, to make sure I jumped out of the way a lot. Is it still that kind of, you can't take many hits, you need to be careful about how you play?